what I don't think these people that are censoring me understand is that when I have one viewer, I'm not as serious about like making sure I'm not lying. Like, did I say that I was against the Pfizer vaccine during my presidential campaign? No, I. Uh, that was after I lost the election, which was the election rigged, clearly. But I would have lost anyways. But you still can't commit election fraud. So all I'm saying is, I feel like people listen to me and they're like, okay, you're so full of shit. You're traveling like way across the state of Colorado to go hike, and you're saying you're broke. You don't have any money, and then but like in reality, what like I really didn't have any money. Like it was very frustrating, smelling like shit because I my shirt was disgusting, and I didn't have a change of shirt, and I needed to go take the bus. I didn't have any money for the bus, and I go to the store to try to buy a bus pass, and it's so freaking expensive, and like all I'm saying, and then I'm sure you guys heard me. Like after that, you're like, oh, so you don't have any money, but then you went and bought a pack of cigarettes? Yeah, I did. And I told my parents, I was like, I'm gonna go buy a pack of cigarettes. And that's the thing. Like, you know how much cigarettes cost? $9. Can you imagine what it's like if you're a person that's addicted to cigarettes who's like 40 years old, who was paying like $2 back in the day, and then the government decides to like make it so they're like, we don't want anyone to smoke cigarettes. We're gonna make sure they cost $9 and that you have to be 21 to smoke now. And then next thing you know, you're so poor because the government just decided to make sure cigarettes are so expensive for you. It's like in other countries, cigarettes are like 30 cents for a pack. I mean, I'm just saying that shit is crazy. So like, but that's not what I'm talking about. All I'm saying is, I think that your intention in saying that you're broke is different. Like, is why, like, or my intention in saying that I was broke is why I wasn't lying. Um, like, if my intention was to scam someone, be like, I'm so poor, I live in a $700,000 house, but I'm poor as shit. I don't have any money. I must be starving if I can't buy a bus pass. But for some reason, I just spent $17 with a tip on lunch. I'm just saying, like, it really wasn't a purposeful lie. Sometimes you lie on accident. Like, the reality is, I've said it before, and if you watch my videos enough, you know that I'm not lying. Like, I have explained it, but it was a lie. I mean, that's the thing. Real poor people are actually poor. And am I in debt? I am pretty freaking far in debt from when I was 18 years old. That time that I went to Colorado and the police tried to kill me. Um, my when they rigged my car to make my hood go through my windshield, that put me in debt. I had to use my credit card to fix my car. And I've never gotten out of debt because they tried to kill me. Um, and this whole situation isn't me trying to get people to give me money. I mean, like, why would you give money to a guy who's wearing a fancy jacket that's like $200? I just bought it. Like, if you guys have watched me enough, I'm like constantly, I constantly have money. All I'm saying is, like, I'm sitting here going, do people think I'm trying to scam them because I said that I was broke? When like in reality, I had $2 in cash and I could not get cash, and it drove me nuts because I couldn't get a freaking shirt because I smelled so bad. And then I ended up buying a shirt, and then I ended up walking once instead of taking the bus to go to my car an extra time because it was 3 days. All I'm saying is, dude, that's the problem with this censorship. Like, if you're like if you don't think that censoring views and likes is censorship, especially when you're censoring an artist, um, I don't know what world you're living in, because like the censorship affects my willingness to accidentally lie. Like I'm not, I wasn't like believe me, I don't know. All I'm saying is like this censorship. I don't think people fully understand how distasteful it is for the government to censor an artist because he starved himself. I mean, really, I starved myself for a long time, and that's why they censored me, because they didn't want it to catch on. And then now the government's going, look, we're censoring him because we're allowed to. We have a law that says it. They have, that's the real problem is like the district attorney's like, well, yes, I know it's unconstitutional, but I have a law that says I can break the Constitution. Like that's how everyone is. Like that wants to get away with something is. I'm sorry, I'm talking so much. All I'm saying is like, it really pisses me off that I'm censored because I look like an asshole when I'm like I'm broke. When I feel broke, Like I feel like I can't buy anything. Like I need to buy 2 pairs of shoes because I have 2 different size shoes. I can't. And so one of my pairs of shoes is one of my shoes is too small and it always gives me a cramp. And I'm sitting here going, dude, this is so freaking frustrating that I don't want to hike anymore because I don't have a shoe that doesn't have a hole in it that fits me. Like I need one more shoe. Like there are a lot of things like that where like I need a white dress shirt to go to court because my shirt is so disgusting. I would never buy that. I'll wear a disgusting shirt every freaking time. It's stained. I don't care. Um, I need to buy a lot of stupid stuff like that, but it's like, does that make me poor? Real poor people have trouble buying basic food stuff, and I eat very well. How many times have I said that? Like 1,000 times. And so, if you watch all my videos, you know I wasn't scamming you. I'm sorry if I'm being boring, but like, it's pretty infuriating to me that like I'm censored, and so like I say things based on the fact that I'm censored, and I'm not sitting there going, oh, I have this massive audience, even though I think I know I'm being like logically I know it because I met this waiter who listened to Vinox 7 before Crystal Streets. And all I'm saying is like when you meet someone that knows Vinox 7 before you even came out with Crystal Streets, it's like I know I'm being censored, but how can the government get away with that when I've contacted so many people? Like, I just don't get it. And unless it's almost like the DNC is a criminal organization and the RNC is a criminal organization, and like they're almost the same criminal organization, but they fake like they're against each other, but they are actually against each other. Because I'm pretty sure there's some very real hostility between the DNC and the RNC, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't understand why these people think they can get away with this unless they can, because the media gets bribed by the politicians, because the politicians spend so much money on the media, and that's why the media's kept this quiet for so freaking long, even as Pfizer's turning bad. And that's the thing about the media. Like, you guys don't get what you did when you censored me, or when you prevented me from, when you didn't tell people that I was being censored, when you guys covered for the government. I really don't think the media gets how bad this is going to be once the vaccine situation really turns bad.